So first day of the month here, and what we have is a near overbought crest that we sell off from pretty notably. It looks like it's kind of like, I would consider this near overbought territory. Probably like go up a little bit higher, I think, tomorrow into overbought territory. But that move to the upside tomorrow offers a swing trade opportunity to hold a short position over the weekend into a lowest low thus far for the month of September, the month of February. There'll be a lowest low thus far trough towards the afternoon session on the 5th, and then this big move to the upside out of it. What is this from? Oh, this is the no, what is this? I forget why I put this 19 here. Interesting. Hmm. Oh, that's got to be the daily, right? So on the 5th. Oh, yeah, it's a cross-reading congruency. There's the sun card. That's what it is. Okay, so hey B, hey Terry T's. Well, so I think we're probably coming like topping off where we are here. I missed this ruin. I think when I might not have, but I think I probably did when I was doing the interpretation for this, recording the interpretation. I missed this ruin as a peak here, around like 10:30 ish. And that should turn into a sideways fluctuating decline that takes us into a significant low. And then we have like a minor crest midday that we sell off from. Resistance that between 1 and 2, and we decline from that resistance there around the 1 to 2 o'clock hour somewhere. We decline from that resistance pretty notably to another low, and then there's this big move out of that low, turns into bearish price swings between 2 and 3, and then a notable decline into a day's low at the end of the day. And I think we'll probably be revisiting the price levels of the lows from the previous trading day. Let me see. The other possibility is that this cruelty card right here could represent the same price level as the cruelty card from the open of the prior day, but that would be a lot of movement to the upside, and I don't really see that movement. So I think it's a different cruelty price level, and we end up going pretty significantly lower than the lows of the morning by the end of the day. And this might also be a cross-reading congruency right here that I kind of left out. It might be. How will Meta shares be after hours today? Or how are the earnings after hours today? How will they do? I don't know why I read that sentence 3 separate ways. That was really weird. Meta earnings. I got the Chariot card. It looks like they probably meet and beat their expectations. So it's a little mixed, but it's a meet and the beat. And as a result, there should be a rally increasing with momentum moving forward in time. But let me just I want to double check that on the reading and see how that plays out. Guys, if you have early access, you should see the March readings are coming out today. There might I think probably all of them will be uploaded by today. There might be a few that get uploaded in the morning tomorrow, but I think we're going to get it all done today and uploaded. In any case, if you've got early access on our website, Tarot for Traders, under our services, SO Meta Posts, early access to our posts, click here to subscribe. $29 a month, $249 for the year. Great way to support the channel, my friends. And you would have access to the actually right now you would already have access to all of the S&P 500 March readings, the dailies and the monthly. But all of the monthlies for the stocks and crypto that we do are coming out today. If you don't have the early access, they'll be coming out like one by one throughout the month, all the way through to like the third week of the month. All right, so earnings, where's my... Interesting. Yeah, so that looks like we have a rally after hours into probably a high, at least a high for the month thus far. What the heck? Right, so this is an important price level, this resistance level, and what I'm finding is that the truce price level, I'm finding recently I'm finding that this is a resistance level that marks like a turn, like you have a decline usually off of the truce card, especially if you have a big move into it. There's usually a decline off of it, but I think because we're having earnings that come out after hours, and they should be positively mixed. It's mixed, and so I think what we have is a pretty big move higher, and then by tomorrow morning, that rally is then turned into a decline. We go higher on the 5th, like end of the day on the 5th, though. BTC and Sol. What the heck is this? Yeah, there's a pretty sharp drop here. We have highs kind of a little bit further out than what we would have seen with a lot of the other February readings. Or I could be wrong and this is the high here on the second. I don't think I'm wrong though. But another February reading with the unicursal, lows towards the end of the month. And I think from the standpoint, we have the same low or as we've had here, or a slightly lower one mid-month. And then out of that, there's a pretty big move to the upside. Significant opportunity at the February low on a on a 1 year chart scale. As far as Sol, are you being chatty, Hermes? I can't hear you, buddy. Why are you being chatty? You goofball. Come here, goof. So this is a pretty bullish month for... It's a pretty bullish month for Sol. There's some bearish behavior maybe in the first like week or so. Notable bearish behavior in the first week or so, and then by the end of the month of February we're rallying pretty notably to the upside. But it really does look like the rally into this high at the end of the month, well, mid-month maybe, that rally's already commenced, it looks like. So there is some bearish behavior in early February, but it's not like overwhelming, I think. Hey, it was luck. Coin? Hermes, you're such a distraction, man. Yeah, so we probably met this lowest low thus far here. We go into like this move higher, followed by a retracement. There's a lower price level in February, and then a big move to the upside out of that into the end of the month. Although I'm advised not to chase that move to the upside there. You want to go down? And the question is, the best time to exit in February is it's hard to say. There might be a peak right here in early February. Let me do this. I don't think I would get into coin at this price around these levels. To be quite frank, the first card I pulled for the first week of February was the Unicursal, so I would look out for a sharp drop off of a peak there. Does it make sense to go long in Nvidia today? I don't know where I got this cup, but I love it. I mean, from like a swing trade kind of standpoint, probably not the best place to get into a long position. We have a peak right here towards the beginning of February, and you can see there's a peak here, there's a peak here, and then we go pretty notably. If you're looking for like, I'd probably get into a short tomorrow if we're at the same highs as today tomorrow early in the morning or slightly higher. I would get into a short there and close the short on Monday midday or early to midday. But I don't think I would do a long here. FDX tomorrow. And I'm going to roll after this, my friends. I'll be back on at 3. If you got any last questions, I would round them up right now. FDX. Any last questions people might have? Now's the time to ask. I'm going to roll pretty shortly after this answer here. And also just want to remind people, we still have we have a special offer going right now. It expires on Friday off of our 1 month consecutive dailies. So in our shop, our services, SO Meta Posts, excuse me, not our shop, under our services, SO Meta Posts, you scroll down to 1 month of consecutive daily stocks. It's specific to the stocks. It's normally $1,500, 30% off, $500 off. Going once, only one person can utilize, and it expires on Friday. Highly recommend it. And the dailies would be for at the earliest April. You are welcome to order something later than April if you want, but the earliest that we do at this point is April because we're no longer doing March readings. We've completed March readings as of yesterday. If you have the newsletter, there's the same offer except for crypto. $500 off. Excuse me, my God. $500 off something that's normally $2,500, so it's 20% off. Also expires on Friday. Also one use only, so get it while it's still there, my friends. It's the most accurate and detailed of all of the readings are these daily readings that we do. So they also enhance the monthlies that we do. So if you regularly look at a monthly, highly recommend utilizing the dailies in conjunction with the monthly. It's like, it makes it so much more powerful. All right, so FDX. Overall trend direction tomorrow. Probably lower. It's price swings tomorrow. And then next week for FDX is a notable rally. Like the overall behavior for the week is a notable rally that offers an opportunity to close longs or open shorts. Interesting. It's pretty mixed next week, but I think it probably ends to the upside. So that rally might be throughout the week, and then it's like it's a foretelling of like a decline the week after. Yeah, there's a ton of chop, but let's look at Bitcoin one more time. It's overall bearish, to be clear. For the month, it's overall bearish, but we do have a peak at the end of the month. I don't think it's going to be as high as the highs from early in the month, but I think it probably is a rally that might lead back into those highs or higher in the early part of March. It's possible. The March monthly for Bitcoin is coming out today. If it hasn't already been released on early access, if you have early access, you'll be able to see that. If you've got the subscription for Bitcoin specifically, then you're able to see the paid version on our website as early as right now. And if you're interested in a monthly, guys, that's the best way to support the channel. Go to our services, SO Meta Posts. Scroll down to monthly subscription. Click here to order. You can pick any of these individual crypto or ticker symbols and get the paid version of that, or you can get the all paid access, which is our most popular subscription. It gives you the paid version of on a monthly basis of all of these crypto and ticker symbols, as well as Amazon, Google, and Nvidia, which you can only get through the 30 days access to all paid. Highly valuable information that you cannot find anywhere else. It does not exist anywhere else prior to the time that that the predictions are covering. So you can't find it anywhere else, and it's super undervalued. Much appreciation to everybody that does that. But yeah, for Bitcoin, it's overall bearish for the month of February. So there's a lot of decline here, I think, off of these price levels into a trough in early or mid-February. And then there's a pretty notable move at the end of the month to the upside. Right here in the last few days. Freaking Siri, man. So annoying. Awesome. It was glad to hear you're coming back from a hard time. You know, we all go through those, but the ones my recommendation is slow and steady wins the race, especially when you have an edge like the information on this channel. It sounds counterintuitive. You're like, oh, if the guy's right 98% of the time, I could get rich really fast. If you try and do that, you're probably going to take a big loss at some point that's going to set you back. So what you want to do is take your time. You know that the majority of this information is accurate. So as long as you don't trade big on one trade and you're wrong on that trade, you gradually over time will accumulate more and more. And those trades can get larger and larger and you can make more and more money, but do it at a slower pace. In the long run, it ends up being much faster. I promise you that. How will trading be for you this real? It was luck. Let me ask you before I answer that question. Do you really want to know the answer to that? Like, you're going to trade, right? Either way. What if I said, oh, it's going to be a bad year for you? You really want to know? Some questions are better off not known, you know? All right. Okay, so it doesn't look good it actually looks pretty stinky at first. To be clear, it looks pretty bad at first, but there's like somewhere along the ways you meet somebody or you partner up with somebody or merge or like you start working with somebody else as far as the trading, and somehow that connection or that pairing or partnership or whatever it is, that enhances your trading significantly and turns things around, and you start moving pretty significantly to the upside at a very strong upward momentum. So I would be on the lookout for somebody, and it's most likely a female, to be clear. Most likely a female. It could be a male with female traits, but it's most likely a female. Let's see. Jason Brooks. It is Jason Brooks. It is Jason Brooks. And I might be picking up on distance or travel. Yeah, I think this is a very beneficial relationship for you. And he's in LA. Where are you? It was luck. I'm just curious. Tennessee, yeah. So that would be some distance. It's probably that guy right there. Now, it's important that you just continue as normal with that relationship. You don't want to then like start making decisions or acting differently with the individual because you know something about the future of the two of you, because by doing that you could offset all of that. So just go about things as normal, and when you make decisions regarding that individual, whether or not working with them, you should look at that individual as a positive connection and beneficial for your future success. And with that said, guys, I'm going to roll. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. Make sure to follow that rule of karma. We're counting on you here at Tarot for Traders. You do so on the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders. 5% of the profit should be donated forward to one of these charities, effectively transmuting competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. And also, with that said, you're perpetuating abundance mentality in your own mind and abundance throughout the universe. By doing that, you're keeping the universe open for the flow of abundance to come back. 5% of the profit should also be donated back to the channel through one of these links. That really helps to support the channel. It's a great way to say thank you for all the hard work that we do here. It's the right thing to do. And that also gives you gratitude mentality, which keeps the door open for wealth to flow through, abundance. Leaving you with 90%, make sure to spend that 90% out of love so you have a clear conscience. The third component, allowing that abundance to flow to you. And the universe is going to consider you an angel investor for following through on that rule of karma. It's going to send it back to you tenfold for following through. Blessings to all my angel investors.